Ja, hallo und willkommen zurück zur 4. Episode. Ja, also beim letzten Mal gab es ja am Ende dieses Warnzeichen. Ich dachte erst, er hat vielleicht irgendwie ein Problem gehabt, Spielstand zu speichern oder irgend so ein Kram. Deswegen habe ich es jetzt nicht mehr im Video drin gehabt, wie ich es aufgemacht habe. Aber das war nur eine Meldung, dass ab Episode 4 es davon abhängt, wie man sich entscheidet mit Ho. Ob man nochmal nach Metamorphosis zurückkommt und auch bisher noch nicht begangene oder begehbare Areale nochmal betreten kann oder halt nicht. Also es war quasi nur ein Hinweis, dass jetzt Entscheidungen wohl dazu führen, dass die Story ein bisschen anderen Verlauf nimmt und man, wie gesagt, entweder nochmal zurückkommt in die Basis oder nicht. Vermutlich hängt es ein bisschen damit zusammen, ob man jetzt Cooper noch retten will oder nicht. Ich gehe mal aber davon aus, dass ich das machen werde, wenn sich die Chance bietet, weil das wäre zum einen in Hopes Interesse und zum anderen ist er ja einer der wenigen, die uns tatsächlich geholfen haben und von den Sachen, die wir so gesehen haben, ja, ist er jetzt nicht irgendwie einer, der irgendwie großen Scheiß gemacht hat oder der hier so des Geldes wegen reingekommen ist oder so, wobei vielleicht schon ein bisschen, aber das, was wir ihm angehängt haben, hat er ja nicht wirklich getan. Also wir haben ihn eigentlich unschuldig jetzt was angehängt. Was schon nochmal ein bisschen anders ist als bei den anderen beiden, wo wir ja quasi nur gezeigt haben, was sowieso ihr Ding ist. Und auch bei der einen Geschichte da, wo der eine Typ, der gemeint hat, ja, keine Ahnung, wenn er ein Idiot ist, ist mir egal, interessiert mich nicht, was er für eine Meinung vertritt und so. Ich meine, wenn so Leute dann trotzdem halt für jemanden arbeiten, dessen Ideologie sie irgendwie nicht vertreten oder so, ja gut, dann haben sie es auch irgendwo verdient. Kann man bei Cooper jetzt aber nicht so sagen. Aber gut, schauen wir mal, wie es weitergeht mit Episode 4. Was für eine Begrüßung, für Epileptiker sicherlich weniger geeignet, hä?
If she doesn't want them, we'll take them. We're not gonna steal, but if she doesn't want them... I have a key. I have a funny key. They'll be disappointed. I cannot stay here. They left us something else, too. Hello?
Irgendwie scheint es sich nicht mehr zu erinnern, ne? Okay, da sind wir wo rausgekommen. Vermute ich mal ganz schwer. Okay, und wir haben noch den Key, was auch immer das uns bringen mag. Alter, das Geflacker. Was ist denn da? Sind das Minen oder sind das Lampen? Das sind Lampen. Oh! Ein Gebäude. Das war eine Eulenkamera, wenn ich das gerade richtig gesehen habe. Oder auch nicht. Von einer Seite sah es ein bisschen so aus. Okay, da haben wir einen Haufen verschlossene Türen. Leuchtende rote Augen.
The key. We can open it with the funny key. It fits! We won!
My gate! Our gate! Yes, sir. You are right. You broke the key! You broke the key in the lock! No, she broke it. You make a mess of things! Yes, sir. Do you want to be here forever? No, sir. I am disappointed. Yes, I know you are, and I apologize. Pick this up! Yes, sir. Pick this up now! You know what the captain says. Clean garden, clean conscience, sir. Do not let this happen again! No, sir. Do not let this happen again! No, sir. Do you wish to see the light of day? Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, glücklicherweise hat er die andere Tür aufgelassen. Die ist offensichtlich immer noch zu. Und wir haben eine Schaufel, die können wir mal nehmen. Die können wir ihm nämlich über den Kopf ziehen, wenn er das nächste Mal ankommt. Und uns blöd anmacht. Data Broker.
Welcome, old friend, to my domain, a land lit by moonlight and sodden by rain. The girl you are guiding will need your assistance to conquer the giant's most dreadful resistance.
Meine Güte, alles Poeten hier.
But your omni-view powers were sadly corrupted back when her escape was last interrupted. Though do not despair, for you have one ability which may set her free of this evil facility. Her phone is equipped with the means to record the data I seek and prodigiously hoard. That shovel before you was left by the giant. If you scan it for me, I would be most compliant. The knowledge it yields is absolute treasure. We'll look out for each other, measure for measure.
Na, wenn du das sagst.
I wish to discuss something. Where is that steamroller of yours?
Mama? In the office. He sleeps most hours of the day.
If something unfortunate were to compromise our research in any way, and this goes for both of you, I want you to execute Directive 95.
Is the arrival at risk? Are we expecting an attack, sir?
I expect nothing, but I anticipate everything. If this zone is boarded by any government agency, or if we are aggressed by terrorist action, you will carry out 95. Understood? Dr. Amash, you look sour.
It is... Sir, I am afraid I cannot personally execute such a directive.
Dr. Perez.
We are scientists.
Then you will enlist the skill set of someone or something that is willing to break a mirror for metamorphosis. Do you know of someone like this?
We do, sir. When he wakes up, we will explain it to him.
Mammoth ist eine Rückversicherung. Irgendeiner Art.
That gate was a dead end, but there may be a door somewhere in this graveyard that we can explore. For here in God's acre, where souls come to rot, is a way to the next world, and X marks the spot.
Alter! Der alte Reimer. Okay, da ist zu. Da steht ein Fernseher. Da können wir rekorden, wahrscheinlich, wenn einer reingeht oder so. Vielleicht bekommen wir dann den PIN-Code, aber... Okay, schauen wir uns erstmal ein bisschen um. Großer Friedhof mit einem Haufen Kameras. Verschlossene Türen. Da an der Ecke kann sie sich verstecken. Was haben wir da? Wer läuft da? Dass er läuft, gefällt mir gar nicht. Ich habe nämlich gar keine Deckung. Ah, bleibt wieder stehen, okay. Oh, was haben wir da?
We're gonna get you! Another broken mirror.
We now can confirm what I had been fearing. This giant was born with exceptional hearing. The girl must walk slowly when he is around, or he will most surely pick up on the sound.
Was war denn das gerade? Hope geht's zu gut, hä? Okay, keine Ahnung, wo er jetzt ist.
I like this.
Was auch immer das gerade war, was ich da aufgehoben habe. Petrischale.
These petri dish samples were earlier means of storing all knowledge within human genes. To play back an encrypted audio scene, look for the sequencing data machine.
Okay, das ist dann sowas ähnliches wie die Tapes, nur halt...
No great shakes tonight, sir.
Nur halt keine Tapes, sondern ein Sequenzierer, der das lesen kann. Exceptional Hearing. Da müssen wir auch ein bisschen aufpassen. Okay, hier ist zu offensichtlich.
These chains form an X on the door to the crypt. Perhaps we could break them, were the right tool equipped. If you find such an item, then have the girl nab it. Trespass and theft have become quite her habit.
Wenn du das sagst. Okay, da liegt wieder was. Okay, muss ich ihn hier ein bisschen umlaufen.
I will hold on to this.
Rede doch nicht so laut.
Nasty weather tonight.
Ja, dann geh doch irgendwo rein, wenn es so nasty Wetter ist. Das würde mir sehr entgegenkommen.
These petri dish samples were earlier means of storing all knowledge within human genes. To play back an encrypted audio scene, look for the sequencing data machine.
Nun gut. Wird wahrscheinlich auch irgendwo hier drinnen rumstehen, die Maschine. Okay, da hinten um die Ecke, da war ja noch irgendwas.
The smelly man is tape.
Was? Sega-Tapes und das ist ein The Puppy. Naja gut, was auch immer. Was haben wir hier? Da können wir rein, okay. Schauen wir mal, was es hier so gibt. Erstmal nicht viel. Hier hat irgendwas gekühlt.
Yes, Mammoth, I know that. Above.
Yes, he knows.
One of the female mirrors is having an issue I think you may be better suited for.
I will be right there.
Why is all of this out?
I'm extracting toxin
Why?
because I want to know.
Are you making a weapon?
Why would you say something like that?
I am merely considering who we work for.
You're being paranoid.
Occupational hazard.
Wenn sie eine kleine Waffe gebaut hat, wäre es ja schön, wenn ich die finden könnte, ne?
Oh, it's something.
The irreligious are no better at saving themselves from illusions of holy ghosts, creating new fantasies instead. They hardly rise above their ape ancestors, hands caught in slender-mouthed jars while grasping for truth. They think we evolve towards some high-end point. No, we evolve into our environments, which is the real danger in a digital age. Left to themselves, communities fragment into niche web forums and social media echo chambers. Only an overseer can save them from lapsing into a dark information environment.
Ich meine, gut, das Informationszeitalter ist definitiv geprägt von einem Mangel an Informationen. Leider auch an dem Willen, richtige Informationen zu bekommen. Alle nur in ihren Bubbles Selbstbestätigung suchen. Statt vielleicht mal das ein oder andere in Frage zu stellen. Aber das ist ja eher ein Mangel an Evolution, insbesondere in der Gesellschaft, wenn man auch noch für Dummheit belohnt wird und Ignoranz uns ja eigentlich keinen evolutionären Druck mehr gibt. Da. Okay. Kann ich nicht scannen. Da liegt ein Bolzenschneider, aber unter den Fliegen. Und ich gehe mal davon aus, dass die Fliegen nicht unbedingt zu meinem Wohlergehen beitragen.
I am saying is if something happens, I hope you rescue your two-legged children before your six-legged ones.
Of course. You're being insane, Abal. Besides, nothing is going to happen to us. You know that. Abal?
Of course.
Say, if my bees die, so do your precious flowers.
The desert rose is renowned for surviving in adverse conditions. I am sure they can live without your colony.
My bees make honey. What do your flowers yield?
Death. The roots are quite toxic, you know.
Therein lies the difference between you and me, Abal. As a hobbyist, I don't delight myself with pain and suffering.
You do not have to. As an occupation, your bees are content to do it for you.
Ja, Baal wirkt schon ein bisschen vernünftiger als der Perez, aber na gut, schauen wir mal. Kann sich ja noch ändern, ne?
Overseer, how may I help you, sir?
Oh, please don't get up. I am actually looking for Dr. Perez.
I believe he is reading to the mirrors.
Reading? They received that sort of stimulation then?
Only very recently. It is your manifesto.
Our manifesto.
Of course.
Is this yours?
I am sorry I did not inform you that I would be bringing a radio.
It is okay.
I do not use it anymore.
Why is that?
Mammoth. He gets upset. He heard me tell Noam, Dr. Perez, that the radio waves cut through our brains. They are invisible signals. Mammoth did not like that. And once he has an idea in his head, it is difficult to get rid of it.
I see. I would like you to start using the radio again. But only when Mammoth is around.
Sir?
Yes. Yes, I will watch from that feed, whenever he enters the room.
What is the scientific purpose of this?
You said Dr. Perez was with the mirrors. I think I will go see him now.
Yes, sir.
Irgendwas sagt mir, irgendwas sagt mir, er will nur, dass sie das tut, damit Mammoth sauer wird und sie irgendwann erschlägt. Er sie so loswerden kann, ohne sich selber die Hände schmutzig zu machen.
Do you have a research partner?
Not currently.
Good. I have just the person in mind for you. Do you know Dr. Amash?
Never heard of him.
You'll like her.
Her? Her? Yes.
Does it bother you?
Does what bother?
That Dr. Amash is a woman.
Of course not.
Okay.
She's American?
No. Iranian, I think. Dr. Perez, what would you say is the most important consideration in your particular field?
Ethics.
Ethics. Are you ethical, Dr. Perez?
Certainly.
No, you are not. If you were, I wouldn't be here in your office right now. Are you offended?
A little bit.
You are, however, principled. And that is why I am here. Do you know what I am proposing to do in my research facility?
I think I do.
I'm going to ask you again, what is the most important consideration in your particular field?
For me personally, can it be done?
I'll see you Monday, and together we'll find out.
Daten im Genom gespeichert, das ist schon ziemlich fancy.
We're out of Petri dishes to play.
Tragisch. Ah, ich glaube, da liegt schon direkt das nächste.
Take it or leave it. I'm not offended. But it is a mistake.
It's a very nice tie. But I need to go out in the brass. There's no other choice.
You walk out there like that, and all the public sees is a battleship.
Well, there's no way around it. It's so...
Why, Richard, you seem unhinged. Do you need to lie down?
I get like this sometimes.
Look, it's just a tie. Wear what you like. I won't belabor the point further.
No, it's not that. I'm not a face man. Hate this dog and pony show.
Relax.
Oh, boy.
This is our opportunity to tell our side of things. We've done nothing wrong.
What's my opener?
Just tell them the truth. Here, tell them what you told me the night of the inauguration.
I believe in what this agency has been entrusted to do, right down to my soul.
Soul's good.
To defend our nation, our allies, and our agents abroad from outside threats.
Lose the but excellent. And remember...
Remember what?
Civlib.
Oh, all right. And to defend our nation while protecting the civil liberties of our citizens.
Good. But Vice Admiral Matthews, what about your vast array of data centers? Those can't strictly be for saving information on other foreign threats. Surely they are used to store evidence on U.S. citizens as well.
Of the data centers on U.S. soil? Absolutely not. We do not hold data on the citizens of the United States there.
Stop. No, I'm impressed. Marjorie will be proud of you.
Oh, that reminds me. I should call her.
After. First, you need to go out there and tell the people how we intend to save them, Mr. Director.
Der Admiral ist ein Direktor auf was?
Are you watching the TV?
I am. It would seem my whistleblower made good.
It wasn't her. This guy was a system admin, operating under his own warped sense of justice.
What? What about my plant?
She never made her move.
Well, what the hell is this guy's story?
I don't know, but I'd prefer we had control of all the variables here.
Vice Admiral, you don't need to talk to me about control. Just follow the protocol.
Ja, schon Kontrollfetisch.
Activation, stripper girlfriend. In fact, if there's something you want me to run a search on, I'd be happy.
Don't get carried away. You keep the day-to-day to us. I do wish we had the prefab package with what's-her-name. She came with a strong motive to discredit.
Well, look on the bright side. No one can trace this back to you. Plausible deniability. Now we can hasten our move to Terminus.
I suppose.
Richard, this is the black eye we needed. Let's fumble the follow-up like we discussed and look grossly incompetent doing so. Then we'll go talk to the DOD about outsourcing.
You sound almost flippant.
Where is this noble fool? I want to send him a token of appreciation.
And I'd like to send him up the river on charges of violating the Espionage Act. But he's fled the country.
To what destination?
Russia.
Ah, a spy after my own heart.
Tja, den kennen wir doch, den Spy, ja?
It's not stealing if nobody wants it, right?
Wieso hat jetzt eigentlich so eine komische Kleinkindstimme? Aber sie erinnert sich auch nicht an alles, offensichtlich. Aber auch ein bisschen unlogisch soweit, warum das jetzt passieren sollte, bloß weil sie mit dem Fahrstuhl an die Oberfläche gefahren ist. Muss ja irgendwie noch mehr passiert sein.
What's the matter? Lately, you sound distant.
Probably our new encryption tech.
I don't mean the phone line.
I know what you mean. I'm flat out with Terminus. Data collection is a beguiling Lorelei, Richard. It's keeping all of us very engaged at present.
Let's be clear about something. You signed an oath to collect and store for the clandestine agencies of the U.S. government. That does not empower you to tamper with or exploit any of the information in Terminus, nor does it allow you to play Peeping Tom into the private lives of the American people.
Vice Admiral, we are in business together, in pursuit of a common interest. But do not tell me what to do. I am not an American citizen. Terminus is not U.S. property. You rent from me.
Hey! Calm down. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
I have no feathers to ruffle. 40 years of living in your country left me plucked bare.
Sorry you feel that way. We are in your debt. As a nation, and me, personally.
Don't get soft, Richard. I didn't make your problems go away out of some personal obligation. I just think you're the best man for the job. So go do that job. And leave me alone to do mine.
Oh, dann hat die Regierung ihn bezahlt, hier Daten zu sammeln und zu spionieren und sein ganzes Spionagenetzwerk aufzuziehen, ne? Das will ich nicht. Der ist auch ein bisschen bescheuert, die... Ach, die Kamera ist immer auf sie dann bezogen wahrscheinlich. Schauen wir mal. Ja. Ich wollte gerade sagen, dass das nicht von den Kameras kommt, aus denen ich bin. Also in denen ich gerade bin.
No.
Bob, what is it? Sit down.
I think we killed someone.
What? Stop. Stop this pacing. Sit. About what happened?
Not murder. A pre-cal. We drowned him. We must have drowned him in the moat.
Why was the pre-cal in the moat?
I don't know. At first I thought it was one of ours. Then I was sure a Prizrak had found us out. But it was a pre-cal. A male pre-cal.
Okay.
Oh, Vita.
Okay, Abad. We have to get him out of there, okay?
I feel so bad for Mama.
Abad, we must leave here.
We can make this go away, right?
And it's worse than that. I heard the transmission.
You did? You know what I have been trying to tell you?
You're right, Abad.
It's the American government.
You're right.
They will put us in jail. They will lock us away forever.
We'll figure something out. But first, we must get the pre-cal out of the moat. We bury him before anyone knows he's missing.
When did life become this?
Als du angeheuert hast. Da war noch was.
Are you cold?
I'm okay.
The heat is out. Not just my office, but the entire building.
I'll pace.
Yes, keep the blood flowing.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
And they grow right here on the windowsill.
Most times of the year, you see them on the roads. Fields of them, growing freely.
I'm afraid I didn't see much besides snow on the drive-in.
People think this country is all desert. Hot, flat, dry. But we are high up in the mountains.
May I sit? You are a gifted comparative genomicist. Do you know why I am here?
To offer me a job.
An opportunity. Did your medical director explain it to you?
Briefly. Encoding.
Precisely. Are you up to the challenge, Dr. Amar?
With all due respect, it is not much of a challenge. A zettabyte may be a lot of data for you, but for us, it is a trifle. At most, we are talking about a gram of synthetic DNA.
I'm not talking about synthetic DNA.
Then where do you want your data stored?
Oh, in den Leuten hier, den Precals und so? Möglicherweise? wir aber nichts weiter. Greenhouse ist es hier, okay.
All I am saying is if something happens, I hope you rescue your...
Ja, das hatten wir doch schon. Ich gehe mal schwer davon aus, dass ich nicht einfach zu den Bienen hin kann. Schauen wir uns mal noch um, ob es hier noch andere Gebäude gibt. Oh, da hätten wir am Eingang vom Friedhof auch gucken können am Fernseher.
We have the address, we know where it goes back, so once we sequence everything, we're able to reconstruct what the original message that you're encoding or digital information that you were encoding in there.
Die Informationen in DNA kodieren. So weit, so klar. Wo rennt ihmchen gerade rum? Wissen wir nicht. Luis
I guess they're
Octavo.
waiting for someone new to die.
Whose grave is this?
Don't ask questions.
Another broken mirror?
What did I say? Just keep digging. I will be back.
You ask too many questions. Yes, sir. You are right. The captain hears the question you didn't ask.
Who are you talking to, Mama?
No one, sir.
Stop digging. I said stop. Did something happen to a mirror?
Did it?
Did you break another mirror?
No, sir, I did not. Maybe I did. No, I surely did not.
Climb out of there. Get up.
I didn't tell you to stop digging.
But I...
Killed another one?
No, sir, I did not.
Calm down, both of you. It's for Octavo.
The librarian. He's dead?
He will be.
We all die someday. Except for the captain.
Shut up!
A man of mythological proportions, a soaring Icarus. Lass ihn erstmal vorbei, oder liegt was hinterm Baum?
Worm, parcel, and serve. Pull and bind. Holding steady, sir.
I like this.
Ein Buch, ein neues.
John's Gospel celebrates the Logos, God's inner identity. Yet the translation of this, as God's Word, has led to a sloppy veneration of the Bible by those who take the word literally. Content requires context. But as this book shows, we divorce the two every day, as though it were a reflex. Broadcasters peddle sacrilege as they blindly profane whatever they try to confess. This book fails its own ends.
Ja gut, religiöse Texte sind immer ziemlich beliebig. Kann man aber alles drin finden, was man finden will. Die Tür ist zu, den Grabstein hatten wir fotografiert, da haben wir noch ein Video.
They're limited by our storage capabilities. So for example, if we could store everything, we wouldn't be throwing out data. We wouldn't be writing on top of reusing disks and tape drives.
Das bezieht sich alles auf diese Datenspeicherung via DNA, also DNA als Datenspeichergeschichte.
Hold the mark. Hold the line.
Okay, haben wir noch ein Grab. Wo schleicht er dann rum? Oh, okay.
His problems are over at least.
Stephen Dardanning, former editor of the Evening Standard, is gone. And with him, a legacy people around here would just as soon forget. I've written my share of obits over the years, but this one's left me with a double clove hitch in my gut. And it isn't because I've been asked to memorialize a man I've never met. I am effectively replacing him. I am sitting in his office now, reclining in his squeaky old chair. Worst of all, when I asked what his cause of death was, they told me, creative differences.
Schön gesagt.
Carry on. Yes, sir.
We should respect the dead.
101a. Der allererste.
Paul, I keep finding you here.
No.
What is the matter?
Nothing. I was tending to...
You must quit spinning your wheels here. It is bad for your work.
He was our first.
I understand. But I am telling you this as your friend. This could get you in trouble. What do they think when they see you here?
Why would they be watching?
They are always watching.
Mhm.
Derringer monitors the water in the moat.
Oh, that false crisis. In my country, too, there is a water crisis.
Abal, do not get political on me.
Terminus drinks more water than all the mirrors combined.
You're changing the subject. Have any of the mirrors died of thirst? Did this one here die of thirst? Look, I'm telling you, if they see you mourning them in this way, it will not be good for you.
How do you survive all of this?
Abal, I make it a point not to look directly at them. If I do that, I will see my own reflection. I have trained myself to stare just over their heads when I speak to them. You asked me how I survive? I took the idea of a person I hate, and I practiced very hard at becoming him.
It's not stealing if nobody wants it.
So, was haben wir diesmal?
The Tibetan books of the dead recall Dante's infernal romp, swapping the bestial Garion and Cerberus with Tibet's own blood dancers. Such fear is squandered. It is better directed at what an overseer knows is truly fearful. The book proposes to educate its reader in the arts of self-protection, but we are better guarded against presuppositions of a hellish, secret world. An overseer perceives that controlling the line matters more than grasping after transmissions. To correct wrong speech, wrangle the tongue.
Right?
Bin ich da jetzt schon gewesen? Ist das die... Ist der Fernseher, wo ich schon war, oder ist... Müsste eigentlich. Oder? Nee. In dem hier war ich, auf jeden Fall.
You can imagine other huge data sources like all the neuronal fibers in the brain, which could be encoded into DNA. And again, you could do selective reading of that as needed.
It is broken.
This door will not open with mere elbow grease. The gearbox, it seems, is missing a piece.
Ja, super. Okay, also hier oben ist eine Sackgasse. Ich kann höchstens hier um das Gebäude rumlaufen wieder. Das heißt, da muss ich zurück. Wahrscheinlich muss ich jetzt irgendwie auf jeden Fall von den Bienen den Bolzenschneider holen. Dafür muss ich aber wahrscheinlich irgendwie die Bienen ablocken, damit... Ablenken natürlich. Da bin ich aber noch nicht ganz sicher. Ach, das ist hier wieder der Eingang. Wie ich das machen kann. Okay, der patrouilliert da unten weiter. Dann können wir uns hier das Video noch nehmen.
Theoretical DNA is that you could store the total world information, which is 1.8 petabytes, at least in 2011, in about 4 times the DNA.
Auch schon wieder x Jahre her, weiß ich gar nicht genau, wie jetzt der aktuelle Stand ist, was das angeht. Daten in DNA zu speichern. Ich hoffe mal, dass der nicht hierher gelaufen kommt. Okay, da kommen wir wohl nicht rein, ne? wüsste jetzt aber auch nicht, wo wir noch irgendwas machen können. Dann kann ich ja nur versuchen... Wo ist denn jetzt? Kann ich ja nur versuchen, doch irgendwie...
Ready about. We'll change our tack.
direkt den Bolzenschneider zu nehmen. Hier draußen gibt es ja auch nichts weiter. Kann ich natürlich nochmal umsehen. Vermutlich nicht.
What do you see? Nothing, sir. Everything's above board tonight. What do you see? Nothing, sir.
Im Fernseher hatte ich den schon? Ich glaube, beim Rausgehen hatte ich den mitgenommen, ne?
Because we have the address, we know where it goes back, so once we sequence everything, we're able to reconstruct what the original message that you're encoding or digital information that you were encoding in there.
Ich habe ja meine Zweifel, dass ich da einfach so hingehen und die nehmen kann. Ich sehe allerdings jetzt auch nichts, womit ich die Bienen irgendwie weglocken könnte.
We could use these to open the door with the chains on the outside.
Who's in here? We hear you. You left these. Don't be so careless. Yes, sir.
While the girl's fearful cries should not go unheeded, the giant has taken the item we needed. So pilfer the pockets of that aimless brute, but be wary of bees as you steal back the loot.
Alter, jetzt muss ich dem... Naja, super. Per Taschendiebstahl das Zeug wegklauen. Sind die Bienen da an der Blume?
Toe the mark, toe the line.
Den darf ich wohl nicht zu nahe kommen. Boah, diese erzwungenen Kamerawechsel, die sind jetzt noch behinderter, als es ohnehin schon waren.
We'll see it better in the light of day.
Going in for the steel.
Looks above board.
Ja, bleib mal im Gewächshaus. Das ist super. Okay. Haben wir das erledigt? Keine Ahnung, ob der jetzt hier irgendwo nochmal auftaucht.
These chains are tough.
Okay, aber dann machen wir an der Stelle mal das Ende für diese Episode und dann werden wir beim nächsten Mal schauen, was es hier in der Gruft zu holen gibt. Wahrscheinlich nur das Zahnrad für die Tür. Aber gut, wir werden es erleben. Bis dahin. Ciao.